you guys can see this type of dashboard in Multigo. So Multigo, any open source assessment is not complete without the use of Multigo. It's an integral part of OSINT. We already discussed a lot about this tool earlier and discussed how to utilize it to extract data using it. The reason Multigo is very popular and widely used is not just its cool features but also its data representation. Multigo has different set of views such as main view, bubble view and entity view, and we can also change the type of view. The result looks very easy to understand as different types of icons are used for different types of entities and their relations are well expressed by the arrows. Multigo represents all the information is a nice and easy to understand entity relationship mode. Apart from extracting data using various transforms and machines, we can also take the data we have found from other sources and include it into the graph to create a bigger picture. For that, we simply need to take the appropriate entity type from the left entity bar and bring it into the graph. Then insert the data we have found and simply connect it to be relevant. So person to a site. For this example, we will using a machine person email address. Let's take an entity of type person and assign it a value, whatever, Andrew McPherson or anyone, and run the machine on its entity. The machine will start to enumerate associated email IDs using different transforms. Once it has completed running one set of transforms, it will provide us the opinion to move forward with selected entities enumerated till now. From the above example, we know a email is a valid email address, so we will go ahead with this specific entity only. What we get as an end result is website where this specific email address occurs. By running the transform to website using search engine as a part of the machine. The examples shown clearly demonstrate the power of this sophisticated tool. Running a series transforms or a machine can enumerate a lot of data, which can be very helpful during a pen test or a threat modeling exercise. Extracting a specific type of data from another data type can be done in different way using different series. So let's download Multigo. So now Jahid Sabi, a target account from Twitter, simply copy the URL and paste it on Multigo. I take this site and all investigations in Multigo are based on and begin with transforms and entities. So this is the dashboard of Multigo. Transforms are bits of code which when run generate information based on information we already have. We call this information entities. Look, here is entities. Transforms search for information related to an entity on the graph and allow you to query an API or database to show related information on the graph. So this is my Multigo Kali Linux edition. Take a new graph here. Entities are represented as nodes on a graph. Investigations start with one or more entities upon which we run transforms to explore the relationships between these entities and other, yet unknown pieces of information. So here is banner, DNS name, system server, domain, IP addresses, netblack, URL, tracking code, website, whatever you can attack. So you can attack by email, image, person phone number, social network. The Multigo standard transforms include 39 entity types and many hub items. Will also include new entity types when installed. You can also create your own custom entities to use with your own custom transforms. Any properties and values can be set for this entity, and you can even inherit from another entity. The transforms from the parent entity will work with the child entity by default, and its properties and values can also be easily inherited. The most basic entity in Multigo has a type, for example, a website or email address, and a value. The value of a website could be www.multigo.com, and the value of the mail address could be support@multigo.com. They can also include things like calculated, static, and dynamic properties, bookmarks, notes. This is my target website. The Multigo standard transforms are the default OSINT transforms that ship with every Multigo desktop client. These include transforms for gathering OSINT from common sources on the internet, such as queries on DNS servers, search engines, social networks, various APIs, and other sources. With over 150 transforms, the Multigo standard transforms enable investigations to perform a vast range of standard use cases on Multigo, including. Now I run transforms in my targeted website. Many options is here, like phone numbers, website mentioning, domain, all the transforms. So you can choose any of them. The Martigo built with transforms provide the current and historic technologies which websites are built upon. These transforms are particularly useful for discovering relationship between websites and for retrieving the details on how these are related as well as the duration of the relation. A transform developer's task is to write the logic that translates between a transform request sent from Multigo and the data being accessed. The data can be in the form of databases like MySQL. So this is the relationship between google.com. Here is the overview. In the top right corner, the Multigo desktop application removes much of the complexity of working with linked graphs, such as merging duplicate nodes, updating layouts, and visualizing the entities. The transform developer therefore need only be connected with extracting the request object and querying the data. There is a significant requirement to liaise with the transform designer and investigations requiring the information to build transforms that will be useful. So it's IP version 4